that we have to dismantle and take on the radical left organizations in this country that are fomenting violence.
I want to show you this. Stephen Miller. He says, this is not Fringe anymore. This was posted by Benny Johnson.
Where the left calls people enemies of the Republic, calls them fascists, says they're Nazis, says they're evil, says they have to be removed, and then prints their addresses. What do you think they're trying to do? They are trying to inspire someone to murder them. That is their objective. That is their intent. And when you see online, Sean, as we've seen for the last few days, tape after tape after tape of federal workers, bureaucrats, staffers in the Pentagon, educators, professors, healthcare workers, nurses, celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. These are radicalized people. There is a domestic terrorism movement in this country. And let me tell you something I'd not share with anybody, but the last message that Charlie Kirk gave to me before he joined his creator in heaven was he said that we have to dismantle and take on the radical left organizations in this country that are fomenting violence. That was the last message that he sent me before that assassin stole him from all of us. And we are going to do that under President Trump's leadership. I don't care how. It could be a RICO charge, a conspiracy charge, conspiracy against the United States, insurrection, but we are going to do what it takes to dismantle the organizations and the entities that are fomenting riots, that are doxing, that are trying to inspire terrorism, and that are committing acts of wanton violence. It has to stop. And my message is to all of the domestic terrorists in this country spreading this evil hate: you want us to live in fear? We will not live in fear, but you will live in exile.
The wellspring and the hub of all of this, of the hive for the hive mind, is academia. You know, every single institution that gets public funding has to remove all of the critical studies, all of the comparative gender, this and that. That all has to go. These are all pseudo doctrines. These are all fake disciplines. They're not real. There's no scholarship in it. There's no. They're not real. They're just made up, right? These are just they call them the grievance studies. So why fund it? Why fund your own Why fund your own destruction? It doesn't make any sense. That's the first place to start. That's the first place you have to go. Those of us who can disagree respectfully, we don't even have to like each other, but we just have to, accept that, okay, we're allowed to disagree with each other. We're all good. Okay. But if you want everybody else at the table dead, no, you don't get to sit at the table with us. Sorry, that's over. That has to be over. For the Western civilization, for just decency to defend itself, that has to happen. Yeah, here's all the blue sky lunatics, just psychopaths. Yeah, they're all asking for the next people that they want to be targeted, like J.K. Rowling, Matt Walsh, Trump, Ben Shapiro, libs of TikTok, Elon Musk, and Andy Ngo. So if your idea of the free and open marketplace of ideas is the bodies of all your enemies scattered around as you stand there alone as a tyrant, yeah, you're kind of telling us that you don't want to be a part of, civilized society. You don't want to be a part of civilization. I really don't care if you get fired from your job at that point. And I certainly don't want any of these people ever being able to make any kind of decision about my life whatsoever. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.